Alright, I've been very busy the last 2 weeks. Got my countertop for the bathroom sink done. I started building my cabinets. I've got them up there temporarily so I can get the holes marked where I can drill into that top plate without hitting a nail guard. I got all the plywood done for all the base cabinets also, and my steps slash closets are done. I've got a tall one, medium, and a smaller one, and then the steps will hinge on this. I have to still attach that, and then when they're not in use, they'll just flip up in place, and I'll build a door on the bottom and make a couple little cubby holes for like towels or things that don't matter if they get wrinkled, and they can't be real heavy anyway. I'm lifting that up. So it's been a productive 2 weeks. My brother-in-law used to make cabinets and has all the tools in his garage, so I took my plywood up there with my cut list, got all that cut. And the only thing I didn't cut to length was the center. I didn't know how, when I got the two side ones put up, exactly what I was going to have in the middle. The height was fine. I didn't have to, I'd cut about 3 inches off on my table saw. This is when it's going to hold the microwave. I had to notch out the bottom here for the vent. And if you'll notice in the top, I'm putting 2x4s. Normally you just use like a 1x, but since they're not going to be supported from the top, I had to put something heavy, and I'll mark it, and then I'll use like 3.5 inch lags. And then on here you also see that I ran a 2x4 up. That'll be the sides for my cover where the vent's at. So I thought I'd go ahead and use 2x4s to add a little bit of structure to it. And then I'll put a diagonal piece. It'll come down from up top and go down here, because my microwave weighs 75 pounds, convection microwave. And I'm also going to put another piece of 3/4 inch on the bottom, nail and glue that, so whenever diagonals will help hold the weight and it won't sag the front of my cabinet. And I'd rather overkill it a little bit than have an issue. And then once I caulk the cracks, crevices and whatnot in there and get that painted, that'll look fine. And then our countertop, I had to get a piece that would kind of match the walls, our black appliances. Also too, in here I have a I think they're called vessel sinks that sit on top. Then I have a the back hole is for the faucet, and these countertops have white in it, so I thought that would tie it in good. I looked forever for what I was going to do in here. I thought about granite, that's too heavy. I thought about tile, I don't want to clean it. So I just bought an 8-foot piece of that countertop, and I had more than enough to cut off. All I have to do now is just run some trim around the corners, trim that out, and nail my corner pieces. And I've got my lattice cut that goes up and down here. And then I'll go ahead and mount the sink and the faucet, and I've got my plumbing squared away. I had it sitting in there. I mocked it up, got all my pieces cut at the proper length, and on the corners here I went ahead and put spray foam. There was no way really to cover that corner up very well, so I just spray foamed it to keep the raw insulation from getting out. Because if you remember that in the very back I'm going to have a door, and I'll have a cat door here and a cat door going out to that one, and that door will be vented. And then I'm going to put our cat's litter box in the bottom here where she can go to it. If she wants to go out, then she can go through the other cat door to a platform. I'll build a hinged platform, and if she just got to do her business, then she can come back in. That way I don't have to worry about letting her in or out. Hopefully she won't invite some of the neighborhood cats in for a party. next thing I have to start is just I have to get these painted. A few little odds and ends done on those. I'll go ahead and get those bolted up, and then I'll start working on the face. My brother-in-law's got the tools to make my cabinet rails, and I don't know what the terminology is, but he has all that. So I'll buy the cabinet grade pine, go up there and get everything cut once I have my openings, and then I'll have doors. The top I'm going to use like a smoked glass, whatever they have that I like. I'm not putting a center rail because I want to be able to access 100% of the cabinet, not have that in the middle, so the doors will just shut without it. This right here is going to be my outlet for the switch down here. Up here I'll have an LED strip light, and all I got to do is trim my Luan off and staple a little strip here. Whenever I build my box out, I'll trim it out, and then on the bottom I'll put out like a 6-inch sill. But I got a lot done. It was a very productive 2 weeks, and I did 12 hours yesterday, and I'm at right now about 8 hours, and I've got a couple more hours to do, and then I'll be done for today. Then I'll work in the evenings this week to get the sink ready so I can get that done. Alright guys, till next video, have a good one. Let me add a little quickie here. I do have to cut my countertop off. I just have it up there to see what the gap's going to be like in the back and get my cabinet lined up. So I'm going to have a bit of a gap back here, which I can deal with a trim strip, and then I will shim the top side and screw it to the wall. And then I have a 2x4 under there. I've got one close to the center, and I've got one over there, and I'll screw it down, and then I will put the countertop and all this stuff on it, and then I'll start my face trim. Alright, till the next one. Again, y'all have a good one.